What's up, collectors? Today we have a nice pile of TTMs to go through, but I thought I would start by showing you this sweet prize I won from Scott over at Reindeer Studios of Mr. John Turturro from the famed role in The Big Lebowski. This is from his 78 Degrees of Separation video series where he connects an actor and draws that actor. So if you're not watching Scott, you're definitely missing out. One talented guy, great TTMer, great videos. I will drop the link to his channel down below in the video description. But super happy to get this. What a cool thing to hang on the wall. I'm definitely going to have to get it matted up, but thank you, Scott. That's awesome. He also sent a few cards. So he's been watching my videos because I see a Dave Winfield on top. Love those all-star cards. Very cool. That's a cool one. Topps American Pie. Seems like a newer one, but don't have that one, so that's awesome. Love this Now and Then. I think this was from maybe 93 Upper Deck. Very cool. Another favorite player of mine, Mr. Dennis Eckersley. Looking sweet in his Red Sox cap there. Topps American Pie. I do not know. I've missed out on this series, but it's a cool looking one. And we got Mr. Eckersley in the Cubs uniform. Pretty awesome. Scott, you are the man. I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. All right, let's get to some of these TTMs. We got 6 of them. First one is Mr. Bob Montgomery. Bob was mostly a backup catcher. Played for the Sox. We got him on the 72, 73, and the 74. So sweet sideburns on Mr. Montgomery. These ones are a little miscut. I almost regret sending them. Wish I had spent a few extra dollars or even cents to get a slightly better card, but what can you do? Nice blue signature. This one took 13 days, no fee. Signed 3 out of 3. Like I said, Bob was mostly a backup catcher. Tough to be a player on the Sox behind Mr. Carlton Fisk. And that was what happened to Bob Montgomery. But reading up on him, most people kind of viewed him as probably the best backup catcher in the league. And probably really could have had a starting role had he been playing for another team. So, pretty solid player. Next, we have Mr. Mark Sullivan. This one took 13 days, no fee, signed 3 out of 3. Nice sharp signature, skinny blue marker. We get him on the 86, 87, and 88. Mark Sullivan was also a backup catcher for the Sox. He was born in Quincy, Massachusetts. That's right south of Boston. He was actually the son of GM Hayward Sullivan, and he kind of caught a lot of flack for that. Really had to earn his way onto the team. All the beat writers kind of gave him, weren't very friendly to him because they thought he was just the GM's son, but was a pretty solid backup catcher. I also like him because he played in the Cape Cod Baseball League, where I grew up down on Cape. And I was reading up on the Cape League. In 2018, there were 303 Cape League alumni in the MLB. So it's a really awesome league. If you ever get the chance, go down and watch a Cape League game. Bunch of talented players, and they're playing with wooden bats. So it's different than kind of the college leagues. Very cool. Mark was a solid defensive catcher, but not a great bat. Played for the Sox from 82 to 87. So happy to get that one back. Next we got Mr. Ed Romero. This one took 10 days, pretty quick. No fee, signed 4 of 4. We got him on the 87. We got him on the 81. We got him on the 88. And we got him on the 86. Ed was a great utility guy. He played on some of those great Brewers teams in the 80s, and he also played on that 86 Sox team that went to the World Series and lost to the Mets. Ed later coached. He coached down in Houston for a couple years, and he coached a bunch of minor league teams. And Ed's son, Eddie, actually works in the front office for the Red Sox. So, good Red Sox family. Happy to get that one back. Thank you, Ed. Next we have Mr. Joe Sambito. Got him on that 81, working on that set. Got him on the 87. Got him on the 88. This one took 11 days, no fee. Signed 3 of 3. Joe was also another player like Ed Romero. He played on that 86 World Series run team. He was quoted as being a good fastball, or rather having a good fastball and a nasty slider. Played most of his career down in Houston. Had some really great seasons with a few sub-2 ERA seasons. Joe made the All-Star team in '79, and really a solid pitcher. If you look up his stats, a top 10 guy quite a few seasons. So happy to get Mr. Sambito. Red Sox pitcher, but I like him on this 81. I think that's my favorite looking card. Next we got Mr. Mike Smithson. This took only 9 days. Signed 4 of 4. No fee. We got him on the 86. We got him on the 87. Got him on the 88 and the 89. Mr. Smithson, like Mark Sullivan, was another Cape League alumni, so I always like those guys. He started with the Red Sox, and he was pitching down in Pawtucket. He actually pitched in the longest recorded game in history. That game was down in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. It lasted 33 innings, and it lasted a total of 8 hours and 25 minutes. So a pretty cool thing to be a part of. Pretty cool baseball historical moment. But before he ever made it to the majors, he got traded. So started with the Sox, but got traded, and then he made his way back to the Sox later in his career. So kind of full circle. Smithson, was a solid pitcher throughout his career. Pretty good numbers. I love his signature. One of my favorites. That S is real cool looking, real sharp. So happy to get that one back. Thank you, Mr. Smithson. And last but not least, we got Mr. Mike Andrews. Sharp looking signature. I like the skinny Sharpie. They always look good. Got Andrews on this 70 tops, working on that set. And we got him on the 69 as well. Little off-center there, but cool looking image. This one took 45 days, a bit of a long one, and each one was a $5 donation. Andrews played the bulk of his career on the Red Sox from 66 to 70. He was an all-star in 69. And beyond baseball, after playing, he became the chairman of the Jimmy Fund. I think he was there for about 25 years. For those of you who don't know, the Jimmy Fund is one of the primary charities of the Red Sox. And it raises money for the Dana-Farber Cancer Research Center, Research and Treatment Center. So it's a really great organization. Does a lot of stuff with the Red Sox. So, a pretty cool thing to be a part of for 25 years. Guys, appreciate you watching. Shout out to Scott over at Reindeer Studios. Thanks again, Scott. That was awesome. Guys, if you're not watching Scott, go check him out. His channel is far greater than mine. So if you enjoy this, you will love his channel. But I appreciate you guys watching. I have made it to 100 subscribers. I've just been really busy, so I haven't got around to it, but expect some sort of prize giveaway for 100 subscribers, hopefully sometime this week, so keep your eyes open. Appreciate you watching. If you like what you see, drop a comment below. If you're not subscribed and you like what you see, why don't you think about subscribing? Alright, appreciate it. Thank you guys.